Hi, what's up? Welcome back. I've always been kind of curious about glass breakers. How well do they work? We see a lot, not a lot, we see them on knives occasionally, like Microtechs usually see glass breakers. Um, there's different little devices. You can get like plastic little glass breakers just to keep in your car where it's a dedicated glass breaker. There's kind of cool little multi-tool ones like this one. This has a blade, a seatbelt cutter, a glass breaker, and a flashlight. So that's pretty cool. And then we have like the Numan who has like this little sort of hidden-esque-ish glass breaker where you can't see it when it's open, but it's right there when it's closed. So I wanted to try these out. I bought these little squares of glass, and I figured we'd just test them out and see which one works best. I also bought this seatbelt material so we can try the seatbelt cutter. I might do a different video about different seatbelt cutters, but I only have one right now. So we'll try this one out. Yeah, I'm curious how it'll work. I don't know exactly what kind of glass this is, if it's the same that comes in your car, who knows? Let's see. It's pretty thick though, so that's good. Let's try them out. All right, here's my little setup. Let's try this one first. This is, crap, who makes this? I forgot. I'll put it in the description or some text on the screen. It's a cool little multi-tool. You got blade, seatbelt cutter, and glass breaker. So let's just go ahead and give this a shot. I'm gonna leave it in the bag so glass doesn't get everywhere. Got my safety glasses on though still. Okay, that wasn't much of a hit. Just a light little tap. Didn't break. Let's do a little bit harder. Okay, yeah, wow. That completely shattered. It wasn't that hard. Definitely wasn't anywhere near full strength. I feel like we're gonna have to have like a control. Is that a proper term? Basically what I'm saying is we need to try to break some glass with something that's not a glass breaker so that we can kind of get a feel for if these actually work or if it's just because you're hitting it hard with a piece of metal. Here's like an Allen key. I'm gonna hit it with this flat part, maybe. Try that. Okay, yeah, that definitely didn't work, and I was hitting it harder than I was with the glass breaker. Let's try something a little bit bigger. Let's see. Here's just a square piece of mild steel. Yeah, nothing. And I was hitting pretty hard. So interesting, okay. Let's try the Numan. Always been curious about this. You know, it's not like the Microtechs where they have like a little ball of hard material kind of at the tip. I don't know what that is, like some kind of just really hard material, little BB kind of at the end there. This is just part of the blade steel that comes to a point. So let's see if it works. Okay, so maybe this isn't a good glass breaker. I'm gonna hit it even harder. Okay, it's confirmed. This is not a good glass breaker at all. I was hitting close to full strength. Did it do anything? Let's see. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get this back in the baggie once I take it out. I mean, it did something, but it definitely didn't shatter it. Try one more time going full strength. Yeah, nothing. Wow, that's kind of disappointing. I always thought, you know, the Numan has this added feature, you know, this glass breaker, but it doesn't work. So there you go. Let's try a Microtech. This is the Mini Hera. And you know, Microtech used to have these big old protruding glass breakers that would extend like 3/8 of an inch out. This one is very low profile, which I love. The newest generation UTX 85, it's about a 1/4 inch out. It's not sticking out quite as much as they used to, which is good, but it's still way more than the Mini Hera. I much prefer this. Let's try it out. What the hell? Is this just a really tough piece of... Let's get a new piece. Wow, what is happening? Let's try the UTX 85. Okay, that worked. What is going on with this? Is it like not... It's barely out... The little BB is barely sticking out past its housing. Oh, there's a neighborhood cat right there. I wonder if maybe that's it? This one seems to be sticking out more. I don't know. Let me try again. Okay, there it went. This glass I've been hammering on this whole time with the Numans on, so I don't know if I really trust that. Let's get a fresh one. This one's got little shards in it. Hang on. Okay, let's get a freshie. Here we go. It's okay. In the middle, it was doing nothing. And then when I hit towards the edge, that's when it broke. So maybe not the best glass breaker, but it does work. So far, this was the best one. I barely tapped it. It definitely is coming to the finest point. These Microtechs, it's kind of like a BB at the end. This one comes to an actual point. So I'm guessing that's ideal. Let's do another one. I'm just gonna hit it super lightly. Increasing strength, slowly. Yeah, that took almost nothing. Cool, so yeah, I would say the results are, this is definitely the best one when it comes to a point like that. Definitely. Numsan, complete failure. Does not break glass. UTX 85, okay, decent. Mini Hera, not great, but does work. That's kind of it. Those are our results. Let's try out this seatbelt cutter. Now, I ordered this stuff hoping that it would be as thick as a regular seatbelt, but it's not quite as thick. It's a little bit thinner, but it seems to be roughly the same material. So let's see, how am I gonna do this? Let me maybe tape it down. Let's see. Wow, okay. That was really, really easy. Cool. I mean, even if it was thicker material, I'm pretty sure this would, you know, really easily cut it. Yeah, wow. That's cool. So this is a good one. I wish I remember what it was called. It'll be some text on the screen earlier when I forgot. It'll tell you. But yeah, this is pretty good, man. It's got a little flashlight too. Not super bright, but bright enough to do some stuff. It's got 3 brightness settings. The glass breaker works amazingly. The seatbelt cutter works amazingly. They're both locking. They have like little liner lock things down here. And they're held in by a magnet. You can see them kind of jump in. Same with the blade. And you can actually flip the blade out. So yeah, I would say that's our results. Now let's say you just had this Microtech and you need to cut your seatbelt with it. I mean, obviously you can. It might not be as quick or as safe though, as this, because the danger with that is you're trying to get under your belly to get under the seatbelt to cut it, and you end up poking yourself. And in an emergency situation, you're going to be fumbling around and you're not going to be very careful. But yeah, you could definitely do it. It's just not going to be as safe or as quick. So let's demonstrate that again. Yeah. Let's try the Mini Hera. Yep. Let's try the Numan. If you can't break the window, maybe at least you can get out of your seatbelt. Yeah, at least it does that well. And then let's try the blade on this guy. Even though you don't need it because it already has a glass breaker. Yep, there you go. Cool. Well, there you go. Interesting results. I was expecting the Microtechs to do a little better, since it's, you know, been a main feature of their knives for a long time. I was expecting the aluminum to do better, mostly because, I mean, it's a big, heavy object, you know? It's much heavier than these other ones. I figured with that force, it would work, it would break glass, but no, it did not. So the Microtechs did okay, but not quite as well as I thought. And the winner is this little guy right here. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a informative testing video for you. That's it. See you in the next one.